I welcome you all for today's class on isometric drawing. Isometric drawing is a way of presenting designs or drawings in three dimensions. In isometric drawing, the object vertical line are drawn vertically and the horizontal lines in the width and the depth planes are shown at an angle of 30 degree to the horizontal. Okay, so the reason to draw at 30 degree is because at 30 degree all the three axes vary in the same proportion, that is 0.816 times of actual size. To understand the problem of how to solve or how to represent the isometric drawing, I consider a combination of solids, two combination of solids, that is one is cube and another one is sphere. So the problem is like this: a sphere of diameter 50 mm rests centrally on top of a cube of sides 50 mm. Draw the isometric projections of the combination of solids. First step is what to identify which is the bottom part or bottom solid. So in this here, a cube is a bottom part. On cube, a sphere is being placed. How it is placed? It is say placed centrally on top of a cube, right? So to represent this in isometric view, so what is the first step is first draw a horizontal line, and for the length as well as the depth we have to draw a line at an angle of 30 degree. So the 30 degree representation is a must. Okay. So and the length in which they have given is a cube of 50 mm side. So a cube as having all the sides of 50 mm length. So to represent in isometric scale a length of 50 into 0.816, that is 40.8 mm length has to be drawn in all the sides. For all the sides, a representation of 40.8 is not 50 mm because 50 mm is the true length. To represent the view in isometric scale, the true length has to be reduced, and it is reduced to 0.816 of true length. So 50 into 0.816 will give 40.8 mm. So 40.8 mm, 40.8 mm, 40.8 mm. Similarly, 40.8 mm, 40.8 mm, 40.8 mm, 40.8 mm, 40.8 mm, 40.8 mm. So thereby drawing all the sides at a equal length of 40.8 mm will give a isometric view of a cube. Okay. Next step is what to represent this sphere. So at the midpoint of this, at the midpoint of the top surface, a iso radius has to be considered. So iso radius means what? What is the diameter of a sphere? A diameter is 50 mm. Then what would be the radius? Radius is 25 mm. So iso radius of 25 means 25 into 0.816. So that is 20.4 of length has to be taken. 20.4 length has to be taken. You have to mark it and we have to draw a circle, and that circle representation is a sphere, and that should be taken with a radius of 25 mm. True radius of 25 mm has to be taken because for a sphere, whatever the direction you are viewing, it will be seen with a true length. So for the sphere representation, the reduction of isometric length has not to be done. Only whatever the radius they have given 25 mm, so that radius has to be drawn and it has to be represented. Only the height representation from here to here has to be represented by iso scale. So now I will explain how to draw it manually. So initially you can see the sheet representation is a isometric sheet where each box is been represented by isometric scale. That is, the length from this point to this point is of iso scale. If it is 10 mm means that it is a iso 10 mm, right? So that is, it is reduced to 0.816 of its length. So example, if it is 50 mm length, the true length is 50 mm means I will just count 5 boxes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5 boxes represent the ISO 50. So initially it is not necessary to for calculate the length 50 into 0.816 40.8, 25 into 0.816 20.4. It is not necessary. If you want 50 ISO 50 means count 5 boxes. If you want 25 mm ISO 25 mm means you count 2.5 box, 1, 2 and half of the box. So half of the box will give 25 mm. So 1, 10, 20, 25 mm. So that is how the representation of this sheet is been made. So what we have to do initially, I will take the reference line. So I will draw one line, a reference line. I have drawn a reference line. Okay. So what I have done, horizontal line has been drawn, and the angle between this horizontal line with respect to this line, it will be having 30 degrees. So it's not necessary of taking 30 degree and measure the 30 degree and draw it. So just draw a horizontal line, and from this reference point, draw a line. Draw a line and count 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This line represent ISO 50 line because I have counted 5 boxes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, from this point, count 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Next, similarly, from this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Similarly, from this point, count 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Similarly, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, remaining is what? Here also. It will be all 5 boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this is how the isometric representation of a cube having a sides of 50 mm. So, next is what we have to place a sphere on top of this surface, that is the two, it should be placed centrally on top of the cube, right? So, that is why from this corner to this corner, I will draw a line. From this corner to this corner, I will draw a line. Okay, next is what? Next is we have to represent the sphere. So what is the sphere diameter? Diameter is 50 mm. Then what would be the radius? Radius is 25 mm. So at this midpoint, I will take a ISO 25 because radius is what? 25 mm, right? So ISO 25 means how much box we have to count? 2.5 box, right? This is already half of the box is there. Half, 1, 2, 2.5 box is there. So from this point, center point, we have to draw a sphere of radius 25 or diameter 50. So what I do, I have taken a radius of 25 mm and I have drawn this sphere. Why we have taken the original length of radius of for a sphere to draw is when we view a sphere at any direction, it will be viewed by its original length itself. So that is why the height has been represented by isoscale. From this point to this point, it is isoscale. But from midpoint, whatever the circle you have drawn to represent the sphere, it should be having its original length. That is, if it is iso, mean if it is 25 mm of radius means we have to take 25 mm of radius itself and we have to draw a circle. So thereby we are getting a diameter of 50 mm circle to represent a sphere. So when a sphere is being placed on top of the surface of this cube, what happens to the sides? It will be hidden. So we have to trim it off. So I will trim this off. So similarly, I will trim these lines. Not necessary. Yes. So this is how the representation of a cube, which is in which a sphere is being placed on top of its surface, right? So the angle between this line and this line has to be mentioned. From here to here it should be 30 degree. From here to here it is 30 degrees. So that is what we have to do in isometric representation of a combination of solids. Now I will explain how to draw it in SolidEdge software. Initially we have to draw a reference line. Next, we have to represent a cube, right? Because the base solid part is a cube representation and which is having a sides of 50 mm. Initially, I will not reduce to isoscale. Whatever the side is there, the same side I will representing. Okay. So what is the side? He has given 50 mm, right? And what should be the angle? 30 degree, right? Why 30 degree? I have already explained. So here also the represent is what? 50 mm length and the angle is 150 degree. Yes, because you can check here the angle between the horizontal line for the length is 30 mm as well as for the depth it should be 30 mm, right? Yes. So 30 degree representation have been shown. So next height is also 50 mm I will represent. Okay. So similarly from this point 50 mm height. Enter. Join it. Similarly from this point 50 mm height. Next, from this point, it is 50 mm, enter, and the angle is 30 degree. 50, enter, angle is 30 degree, and join it. So this is the representation of a cube. Because it is an object, right? It's a solid object. It should be represented by visible line. All the lines should be represented by visible line. Visible line, right? So now what we have to do? We have to place a sphere on top surface. Where it has to be placed? It should be placed centrally on top of the cube surface, right? So for that I have represent the midpoint of the top surface. So from here to here I will join, from this corner to this corner it will be joined. So this is the midpoint of this top surface. So from this point I will draw a length of iso scale of radius what they have given for a sphere. So what is the radius of a sphere? It is a 25 mm, right? The diameter is 50 mm. So radius will become 25 mm. So I have to draw a ISO 25 mm. Initially what I have to draw, I will take 25 mm itself. Initially I will take 25 mm itself. Okay. Now what I do, I have to draw a sphere. From this point I have to draw a sphere that should be of true diameter of a sphere, right? So for that what I do, initially I will convert this whole thing, I will convert this into iso scale, because the remaining step is what? I have to draw a true length of a sphere. So I will convert this into uh, iso scale. So scale, there is a scale option here. You can see a scale. What should be the scale? It should be 0.816. Yes. Whole thing. Select whole thing and place it. So it will get reduced to 0.816. You can check. You can check the dimension here. 40.8. That is ISO 50 is what? 40.8. 50 into 0.816 will give a length of 40.8. So whole thing has been reduced to ISO scale. So we have taken the radius ISO 25 we have taken, right? So this will be 20.4 ISO or 20.4. So from this point I will draw a sphere which is having a true radius of 25 mm, because diameter is 50 mm. So radius will be how much? Diameter is 50 mm, radius will be 25 mm, right? So this is the representation of a sphere, and because it is a solid object it should be represented by visible line. Okay, next remaining is what? We have to trim it off. Trim these lines, not necessary, you can trim it off. So this is the representation of a combination of solids where the on the cube a sphere is being placed. So this is what we have to represent. The angle representation of 30 degree, and the object should be it should be visible lines, and this is the ISO scale 40.8 of for 50 mm, right? So this is how we have to represent. Thank you.